Man, it's the most exciting time of the year. I feel like everybody knows it, and this when you play your best basketball. Prepare for this the whole year, and just go out there and have fun and use the same old boring habits that we've been building up the whole year, and knowing that we're capable of being the best team in the country and going there and succeeding.
Obviously, I'll have one regular season game left tomorrow. What have the guys who've maybe been there, I guess Jalen, what have they said about what to expect in Lubbock?
Oh, it's a tough place to play. I think everybody's seen the videos and known and heard how it is to play over there. But I feel like we're ready and we excited. We even more excited about one game than like this. The most excited we are of a game before March, because every game matters at the same time, and we playing for the third seed in our conference, and knowing that if we win, then we are on the third seed by ourselves, and that's what we want to do.
Miro, what's this journey of a season been like for you? Obviously, coming in and just seeming to earn more and more and more minutes, especially late on in this season.
Oh, it's exciting. Just understanding that the work that is done is showing, like slow and steady, and I'm enjoying the ride for real, and just enjoying every minute, just having a chance to learn. That's probably the coolest part of it. Just not being like pressured to play too much, not pressured to do too much. Having a chance to actually sit down and watch like Ray J and JB and Langston and Jay Nunn and guys like these play in front of me, and then learn as much as I can from it and take that for like a learning experience. And at the same time, when people want to play more or people want to have a bigger role or something, I feel like the time for that is coming, but understanding also that I have a possibility now to work on my game more than I have ever been.
How nice did that three-pointer feel the other night? I mean, 'cause it was kind of like during the comeback.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great feeling. I understand it's just one play out of the game, but of course it changed the momentum a lot and just gave us a big boost, and understanding that you got to be ready when you go into the game, and it's a shot, one of the shots that I practice a lot and felt confident shooting, and that's about it.
Have you had a welcome to college basketball moment yet, where you were on the floor and you realize, oh, this is kind of a little different than maybe what I'm used to? Maybe not as much for you because you played.
Yeah, I don't want to say that there's been like a welcome to college moment, but there's been like times where I'll be like, oh, like college it is a little different, like just athleticism and just seeing like Eve go and dunk the ball like that, like he did in KU. I'll be like, oh, okay, like it's kind of crazy over here.
Speaking of athleticism, I mean, I watched some of the dunks you do in pregame. Have you been in a dunk contest before or anything? You've got some good ones.
Yeah, I haven't been in a dunk contest, but I feel like my legs and my body's in the best shape it has ever been, and just it's exciting that you learn new tricks every day, and I just go out there and try to do some stuff and get the fans excited, get myself excited, get my teammates excited, and give the momentum or energy boost that everybody needs, and just having fun with it at the same time.
So if you get a breakaway, are we going to see something like that?
We might see some crazy. Depends on the situation.
They challenged you to that? They used to do that with Jared Butler. He could dunk in warm-ups, but never in a game.
Yeah.
They challenged you to it yet?
They haven't challenged me because they know like if I get a chance, I'm dunking 100%. But just there might be some crazy coming up. Never know.
You mentioned learning from Ray J, obviously playing the same position as him. What's something unique that you kind of learned from watching him? Because obviously he has kind of a unique game, especially for the guard, and his ability to almost have kind of that old man game that'll just back you down to the post.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Just learning that mid-post game from Ray J, and just the pace and the patience in post-ups and when getting into the paint, that there's multiple selections or multiple like situations that you can come out of, and just enjoying every moment in the post. Exactly, like he lives there, he enjoys playing there, and just seeing how his footwork is, his half spin, what he loves to do, and learning like stuff like that, and just learning how to move in the post like him is really important for me, because I feel like I'm a big guard and I can also do that, and it's going to be a big thing for me in the future.
I'm sure the battles in the post in practice have been wars, right?
They used to be crazy. Now and during the season they haven't been that crazy, but they during the summer they were nice.
Miro.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Well, it seems like so many places you go with 4 new starters. I mean, it's new for a lot of people, and the great thing is every game prepares you for that. And what I mean by that is every atmosphere is tough. They're all unique. So by now, I think everyone's used to hostile crowds and tough environments, and obviously Texas Tech, just like any other place in the Big 12, very hard to win on the road.
Do you guys, I mean, have you kind of taken a breath since that Texas game? And did the guys get a day off at all in there?
Yeah, so the guys got they got some time off. I went recruiting, so I didn't get time off. But the nice thing is when you play on Monday and you win, it does allow you to get a little more rest and obviously feel good going through the week. It's tough losing those Monday games and having that taste in your mouth all week.
Which obviously the new Big 12, you don't play everyone twice. So what's
Yeah.
the unique, nice thing about those times when you do get to play a team that you kind of have experience with, at least this season?
Well, when you do play somebody you've already played, it really allows for the adjustments to kick in. And you're watching film and what worked, what didn't work, and you're so used to doing that from years past in the Big 12, and it is really hard to sweep people because human nature. You lost, you're upset. If you won, you probably feel a little good about yourself, and you got to have that edge to win. So that does make it tough to do, and we know, especially on the road, hard to do. And Coach McCaslin's a pretty good coach, so know him well.
So it looked like they kind of adjusted a little bit more to not having Warren Washington out there, because I think when you guys played
Yeah.
the first time, that was one of maybe the first or second time that they didn't have him on the court.
Well, I think, and we went through the same thing right after that with losing Langston. But one thing about Coach McCaslin, doesn't matter who he plays, he's going to find a way to put them in position to win and be successful. That's one of the great qualities he has of many. So not surprised at all they've been successful without him. When they do get him back, and it might be our game, might be the Big 12 tournament, whenever it is, I know they'll be just that much better. And same thing with us, with Langston. I mean, it's allowed other people to mature, grow, gain experience. And when we get Langston back, it'll allow us to be that much better of a team.
Couldn't Langston play tomorrow?
Well, Langston's been day to day for a little bit, so he's definitely getting closer. And I think after BYU, we wanted to err on the side of caution because we know with the NCAA tournament coming up, the most important thing is to be right for that. We're blessed enough to know that we're going to be a part of that.
Coach, there's some teams, I'm sure, where you have a guy who averages 19, 20 a game, and he's kind of the go-to scorer. You guys, and then there's teams like you where you had 4 different leading scorers over the last 4 games. Do you like kind of more of that? You never know who's gonna be the guy who shows up because you have more options.
Yeah, I definitely think those teams are harder to prepare for and play against. And as a coach, it gives you the luxury to see who's doing well, and then the big thing is having a team to identify it themselves. Because when players are having good nights, the worst thing you can do is have a team where, hey, I'm not scoring, let me get mine, or let me try to get on track, rather than, hey, Jacoby's knocking down shots, let me find him. Jalen's knocking down shots, let me find him. And then the impressive thing is you take Jalen last game, so successful, but it wasn't like he was forcing shots. So often you see a player score 33 or 32 or 30, and now all of a sudden their last 6 shots are tough shots just because they think they're heat checks, you know. And Coach, we don't like heat checks. We like good shots.
Hey, Coach, talking about back to the Warren Washington point, and just looking at the box score the first time you guys played him, plus 16 in the paint, plus 9 on the boards. Eve drew 7 fouls in that game. So clearly there was a big advantage in the paint and inside. How much has that changed for you guys offensively throughout the season from going outside in?
Well, I think each game you play, defenses are going to and that's what's great about our league. Coaches don't do the same thing every game. They make adjustments, they make changes. So you have to see what they're giving you. And very similar in football, if they're giving you the 7-yard pass, you're taking it. If they're giving you the deep ball, you're taking it. If they're putting 8 in the box, it's hard to run. And so some nights we got people that are taking away the 3, and that's giving us paint opportunities. Other nights they're really packing it in, and we're blessed to be able to score outside and inside. And really, it depends on what they do, and it starts with their defensive principles. And again, coaches adjust. I mean, ball screen coverage, how aggressive they are, pressing, all that stuff changes game to game or 2 or 3 times in a game.
Eric asked you about the balance. You talked since last summer about how much chemistry there is on this team, how much they get along. Can the fact that you do have so many options sort of lean into that, build that, because guys know it, hey, it may be my night this night or whatever.
Well, I think the best thing about our team is because they do get along, when it's someone's night, they're not only looked for, but they're actually encouraged to keep shooting. So it's you really want a team that puts others in front of themselves, culture, joy, Jesus, others, yourself. And I think when you like someone, it's easier to see them be successful. And that's what we have, is we got guys that, I'll sacrifice for my teammate because I like him, and I know he'd do it for me.
Coach, I'm sure all freshmen have different journeys. Some start right away. What's it been like to watch Miro's journey go from maybe getting a couple minutes to now getting key crunch time minutes against Texas?
Well, Miro's a great teammate. He's got unbelievable energy. He's really supportive and one of the best guys on the bench I've ever coached. I mean, he's a great teammate. Because of that, now that he's played more, it's so easy for everyone on the team to cheer for him and be happy for his success. But I think the game slows down at different points of the year. And for Jacoby and Eve that were playing more early, obviously the game slowed down to them quicker. Miro not getting as many minutes and having the opportunity to gain through experience has really improved each and every day in practice. And now that showed up on the court, and he was really big for us the last couple games.
And Coach, you've talked about this before, but the job Coach McCaslin's doing at Tech, 20 wins in the first season of each of his last 3 stops. This is as good as the league has ever been. So what can you say about the job he's done and the culture he's trying to set as he's announced this week?
Well, he's somebody that is a proven winner. Everywhere he's gone, he's won. And I know we learned a lot from him, and we're a better program because of him being here and what he poured into our program. So there's no doubt they were going to be successful. We just hope each year we just play him once.
Do you have a tradition with him when when he comes into town and you go into town like you do with Coach Dane?
No, haven't had because it's first time there. So, but that is one of the good things, is you do get a chance to talk about each other, and again, Coach McCaslin does a great job.